Starts out, it's end papers with the alphabet. It's just all mixed up in there. It says, Izzy is a mountain girl. She lives on top of the world. Today's the big day, and here comes the bus. Now, this is the mountain, but here she is way down here. She's getting on the bus to go to school. And then we just say, wow, school. You can see all the kids getting there, walking into this school. Now, you guys, when I point at you, you're going to say, wow. Ready? Wow, because that's what you're reading this page. Wow, classroom. Look at all the stuff going on there. That is one busy classroom. Lots going on. All right, I'm going to point at you. You're going to say, wow. Ready? Wow. Wow. Teacher. Teacher with blue hair. Yeah. And she's got all the kids around her. Teacher. All right, I'm going to point at you. You ready? Wow. It's art. Look at that. Just the parents, imagine them doing all that mess someplace else. Mm-hmm. They're really getting into their art. They're doing some alphabet art. All right, you ready? I'm going to point at you. Wow. Books. Oh, man, that's a double wow. Wow, wow. Books. We're book readers in this group. She's reading them a story. They're on a story time. All right, you ready? Wow. Lunch. You see this? There's a lot going on at that lunch table. People are eating. Some people brought their lunches. Some people get lunches at school. It just depends on what you're doing that day. All right, you ready? Wow, playground. Some of my schools around me have the coolest playgrounds, so hopefully you guys have that too. Lots going on. There's slides and swings and teeter-totters and kids. All right, you ready? Wow, music. Oh, that would be fun too. They're all singing, got their music going. All right, you ready? Wow, ABCs. It's the whole alphabet. Let's do it. Let's sing it. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yeah. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? They're marching to the ABC song. Yeah, once you know your ABCs, you can start putting them together into words. All right, you ready? Wow! Science! Look at that. All the science going on. Dinosaurs and sharks and geography and maps and stuff. All right, you ready? Wow! Numbers. This classroom has baby rabbits in it. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of baby rabbits. I guess they're counting them. You ready? Wow! Friends. Yep, you will find lots of people at school. Some of them will even be your friends. Someone might even be a best friend. And the last page, the end papers, are the numbers. So we start with alphabet and we end with the numbers.
It's a backpack. There are lots of things that you could put in a backpack, but here are some of the things. All right, here we go. What's in the backpack, the backpack, the backpack? What's in the backpack? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, the first thing that I have is something that will make sure that you don't get thirsty during the day. Sometimes people like to put it on their desk. You can refill it at a drinking fountain. It's a water bottle. All right, let's see what's next. What's in the backpack, the backpack, the backpack? What's in the backpack? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, this is something that you can draw with, and it comes in lots of different colors, but you have to put the lid on, otherwise they will dry out. It's pens. All right. Let's try another one. What's in the backpack, the backpack, the backpack? What's in the backpack? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, this is something that you can, it's kind of a liquidy and it's white. And if you squirt it on something, you can stick things on and let it dry. It's glue. All right, here comes another one. What's in the backpack, the backpack, the backpack? What's in the backpack? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, this is something else that you can write with. And you don't have to put a cap on it or a lid, but you have to keep it nice and sharp. Otherwise, it doesn't write very well. And the ones that I have are yellow. They come in lots of different colors. You can't see them very well. Pencils. A whole box. All right, last one. What's in the backpack, the backpack, the backpack? What's in the backpack? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so we had something that you can stick things together with. This is something that will cut paper if you want to cut out shapes. You can use it to cut paper. You could probably use it to cut fabric if you were doing something like that at school, usually just paper. Can you think of what it is? It's scissors. All right, that's what's in this backpack. Maybe your backpack has different things in it.
If you're going into a school-age school, you're going to end up with hearing Pete the cat rocking in my school shoes. This is Pete going to school on the bus. And he does some fun things at school. It says, here comes Pete strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet. Pete's going to school and he sings this song. He sings, I'm rocking in my school shoes. I am rocking in my school shoes. I am rocking in my school shoes. He's not just rocking, he's going to do a lot of things in his school shoes. His teacher says, come on, Pete, down that hall to a room with books on every wall. Where is Pete going? What room would have books on every wall? I know, libraries. Libraries, a library. Pete has never been to the library before. Does Pete worry? Y'all say, goodness, no. Ready? Goodness, no. He finds his favorite book and he sings his song. So here's his favorite book. And he sings, I am reading in my school shoes. I am reading in my school shoes. I am reading in my school shoes. The dinosaurs and cats are his favorites, I guess. Check out Pete. He's ready to eat in a big noisy room with tables and seats. Where is Pete? Where is Pete? The lunchroom. The lunchroom. It can be loud and busy in the lunchroom. Does Pete worry? You say, goodness, no. Ready? Goodness, no. He sits down with his friends and he sings his song. Now he's eating in his school shoes. I am eating in my school shoes. I am eating in my school shoes. I am eating in my school shoes. Nice. Pete and his friends are playing outside on a green grassy field with swings and tall slides. Where is Pete? Well, Pete is on the playground. It's recess. Yep. Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry? We say, goodness, no. He slides and swings and sings his song. So now he's playing in his school shoes. You ready? I am playing in my school shoes. I am playing in my school shoes. I am playing in my school shoes. He's doing a lot of things. All day long, Pete sings his song. He says, I am singing in my school shoes. He's painting. I am painting in my school shoes. Now he's doing math. I am counting in my school shoes. And now he's writing. I am writing in my school shoes. There's lots going on. When school is done, Pete rides the bus home. You see him up there? Yeah, riding the bus home. Pete's mom asks, what did you do at school today? Now, you guys have to come up with good answers for that because you can't just say, "Moo." You got to say what you did. And Pete says, because you always got a good answer for things, I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. And I will do it all again tomorrow. School zone. Because it's all good. Groovy, groovy Pete. Oh, you got to see his last thing. He always takes all his shoes off. Oh, he didn't do it on this one. He's going back on the bus.
We're going to talk about school buses. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little school buses around the town. They zoom. One makes a stop and the others go vroom. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yellow buses around the town. They zoom. One makes a stop and the others go vroom. Now we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 yellow school buses around the town. They zoom. One makes a stop and the others go vroom. Now we've got 1, 2. 2 yellow buses around the town. They zoom. One makes a stop and the last one goes vroom. This one must have the furthest away kids. It has the longest drive. 1 yellow school bus around the town. It zooms. The last one makes a stop and no more can go zoom.